Could you take us through how you defeated Galactus? How we did?
We didn't.
Not yet. Not yet, we didn't.
We attempted to negotiate, but Galactus... he asked too high a price.
Well, what does he want?
What did he ask?
He asked for our child.
John, answer this! Are we safe?
Are we safe? I don't know.
I got goosebumps on that.
You know, Reed Richards may not know, but I do. Welcome back to another episode of Peep This W.O.M. We got our Fantastic Four review episode for you guys. My name is 𝐬𝐮𝐫𝐿. We got Dajante, we got Maciah, and today we're gonna be talking about these Fantastic Four movies, but in real life and how they relate to you.
IRL.
IRL. Maciah, I know you got some stuff for us, right?
Yeah. So let's talk about a quick recap.
Okay.
All right. So how do you feel about the movie? What is your rating?
Out of 10?
Out of 10?
I say I would give it a solid 9.5.
Dang, that's
coming from you.
That's high.
I'll say
That is great.
It is great.
Because you're a movie head.
I am a movie head. I'm a very tough critic, but I will say the 1.5 is for that post-credit scene.
You're giving them something to look forward to.
It definitely invigorated me for the MCU universe, like definitely for sure.
What about you, my brother?
Me, I give it an 8.5. Not as high as Dajante. Not that it's bad, but you know, I think you have to be something like you got to go above and beyond for me to give a 9.5. What I do really appreciate about it, though, is the fact that it's more of a family-oriented movie, and they just happen to have superpowers. I've been saying for years that the Fantastic Four literally is just, I mean, they're the astronauts and they're explorers, but they're just a family that has superpowers. Imagine if you and your family got superpowers and the problems that y'all would have. That's my rating. What about you?
I gave it a great 9. A great 9. Like, I love the 1960s style with the futuristic kind of flow to it. The vibe, the essence of it was really cool, how they went back from color to the weird old school color TV look. I like that whole feel. I love the storyline. I love the plot. And we'll get more into it, but what I like is out of all the Fantastic Fours, which I saw them all,
I saw them all too.
this is the best one.
This is the best iteration of it.
Best written.
And best written. And I will say, to give pushback to 𝐬𝐮𝐫𝐿, he said above and beyond. To me, it was above and beyond. I think the casting was phenomenal. The aesthetics was phenomenal. The tone of the movie was great. It was a simple storyline, but it was how they told the story that was very effective. They had me at the edge of my seat, especially when an important character, it seemed that there was, I teared up a bit at moments and parts in this movie. So I think for me, it went well over my expectations for what I thought it would be.
Before we continue, though,
sure, go
just
ahead.
want to let everybody know, spoiler alert.
I was just about to say it.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Just want to say, spoiler alert, we're going to be talking about some stuff that y'all might not want to listen to until you go watch it. So what I'll ask of you guys is listen to us first and then go watch the movie. Let us spoil it for you. Let us spoil it for you.
Still watch this.
Watch us first and then go watch the movie.
So from here on out, like you said, spoiler alert, and also like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
All right. So let's ask the first question about. All right. So if your girl was pregnant and the world needs saving, you leaving your house, or are you not?
You know what I'm gonna say? I'm gonna say, I recant my statement of fuck the police. I'm kidding. I be like, let them take care of that shit. I'm taking care of my lady, rubbing her feet
Wow,
with some
what a
cocoa butter,
turncoat.
rubbing her belly and all of that.
What a turncoat.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you a pink pillar now.
The pregame changed up.
He went from red pill to pink pill real quick.
Nah.
He don't want that smoke.
In all honesty, I'll do my thing out there, but my lady also needs saving too as well, because I mean, who else is gonna do it for her? Not Pookie and Ray. I ain't gonna let that happen. That's it. I'm doing my shit.
I give you that.
I done my shit.
So what
Me?
about you?
What about you?
I gotta.
You gonna save the world?
I have to, man.
Forget my wife.
I ain't say that, Dad. Nah.
You say forget your wife 100%.
Hey, nah, forget y'all wives, but not. Let me stop.
Damn.
Forget y'all wives.
Yo, Illuminati without him.
Hey, it is what it is. But you know what it is? It's like, so I told you guys before, like, I kind of suffer from a similar thing that Spider-Man suffers from. Like, I do have this fear that if I leave the world to its own devices, that it'll just fall to shit. I want to believe that things will be okay, but I don't have faith that they'll take care of things. And also, too, it's like people need my help. I need to create a safe enough world for my child, maybe, or my wife. Maybe I'm wrong for that, but that's just my thoughts. What about you?
All right, so I believe I'm gonna be staying with my wife.
So it's 2-1.
Listen, and
it's a
listen,
very pivotal time.
It's fine.
I've been saving this world, if I'm a superhero like them, for 4 years, as we've been talking about. So this is the one time I have a child. Listen, the world, hey, can Thing do this? Can Johnny do this?
The Avengers.
Can we call the other Avengers? Cap, what up?
Where the X-Men at?
Listen, because as of right now, my focus is her. Like, we've been saving y'all for how long? Let me be able to take a few. Now, if there's something where, you know, we're in the first few months, and I'll go help. But as we get along to the 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, then it's like.
Now you got to be very much present.
All right, so cap or fact, right? Can't be a great husband and a great leader at the same time. Do you want me to go a little bit into what I think is a great leader,
Yeah, please do.
What's your definition?
Yeah, define it for us.
So a great leader, right? You're able to lead with compassion, understand, emphasizing, building, knowing that you're gonna have to make sacrifices in whatever areas that it does, whether it's giving 60 hours, whether it is making sure that your staff understands the assignment, having to help where they're falling short of. Great leader, right? Sum that right. All right, great husband. You're not only there financially providing, but you're emotionally there. You're physically there. You're helping with the kids if y'all have kids. You're making sure that the household is complete when she needs you. Because not all the time she can give 100, so sometimes you got to fill the void. That's what I feel. So cap or fact. I believe, if you want me to start it off.
Go ahead, start it. I'll kick it off, man.
I believe it's fact. You can't be both.
You cannot be both.
You cannot be both.
Elaborate.
Now, I believe you can be great and good, maybe great and average, but one is going to take a dip for the other. So if you want to be a great husband, right, great family man, yeah, those qualities could help in your business or whatever leadership, but you cannot do both, like the president, right? Go ahead.
I will say that it's a fact. I think that you can be both. I think you can be both because the way I view it in perspective is that as long as I think you're giving your best effort forth to do these things as be a great leader and be a great father, great husband, whatever it may be, as long as you're putting forth the effort, I think it's fine to understand that we are human too at the same time, and we will fall short in certain areas. I think if you give forth your best effort, just like you said before, you said, well, my wife, maybe she only has 80%, or maybe she only has 50%, but that 50% she gives you is her 100%. Because you won't be 110, you won't be 150% all the time. Because let's be honest, that life has a lot more aspects to it. It's really all about maintenance. If you're doing this, then you're not maintaining this and you're not maintaining that. So it's as best as you can. You'll never be 100% equal level, you all right?
No, I'm thinking. Go ahead, go ahead.
You'll never be 100% level equilibrium that you're balanced, but the goal is to be as balanced as you can be. That's just my take on it.
My pushback, right? Yeah, and this is not, disclaimer, guys, it's not a knock to what you're saying, because I agree. But I also agree that when people say I give my best effort, sometimes that shit's not enough.
That's true.
You can have the best intentions, you can give your all, and sometimes your all is not enough. Like even with movies, like they try to save and then you see the Avengers die, right? You gave your all, it should have been, no, it's not enough sometimes. So I say, like, look at the president, like I was saying before, president has to give his all to run a country, or a CEO of Chase. Chase has multiple banks that now you're in charge of the whole schematics of it. Sometimes I will use time. Sometimes time you will sacrifice. Sometimes their energy, because sometimes you might get a regular, I could take my work home, but you're no good home because you're working. Hey, Dad, let's play. Oh, you play a little bit, but you got to go back to work. So I would say you can't be great at both, but I do hear your point, and I do value it because I believe there's a small few that could possibly pull it, but the majority can't. Let's get to you, my brother.
What do you think?
I think you can. To keep it into the movie part, I do think you can. Look at Mr. Fantastic. Literally, his name is Mr. Fantastic. He's beyond great. Come on. But in all seriousness, I think that you can be.
But at one point, he wasn't fantastic.
But he got cosmic rays. We don't all get cosmic rays, but we have the cosmic rays of integrity. And sometimes what defines you as being great, even by your definition alone, you can be great and successful. You can make sacrifices and still be a great husband. You can make sacrifices to your job and still be a great father. Your company, you build it up to be great, it still runs greatly without you. Even when you make the sacrifice to go to your family. Your family,
or vice versa.
Your family, you build them and you curate them so that they're great and they're stable without you. They're still great, you're still great without them. And I'll be damned at anybody in my family to tell me that I'm not great and I'm not supportive as a father or a husband while I'm putting food on the table and making this home and this business great. And with that, I want to.
But that's also selfish. But go ahead, continue.
Selfish household.
Only because, like, if you can give your all and to your kids or to your wife, right? You be like, I'll be damned, I'm putting that food on the table. I'm here, but you're not here. Or you're not, you think you're putting food on the
So it's kind of like, oh, I put,
But I'm not talking about that.
But that's how you came across.
you sound like an old school Caribbean a little bit, though.
Oh, I gave you 2 chicken and a neck back.
Me put clothes on your back.
Says the people that just said, I already gave enough to the world, I'm gonna stay here.
I never said that.
I
though.
said that, though.
He said.
I'm being real.
But we gotta move on to the next one.
Well, sorry, go ahead.
We gotta move on to the
I
next.
got a brain fart.
We gotta move on to the next video. So I wanna bring in video number 2. We're gonna talk about Sue Storm and the role that she plays in the movie. So let's get the next video.
Galactus asked too high a price.
Well, what does he want?
What did he ask?
He said, give us your child, and I will spare the Earth.
I am not giving him up.
The idea is simple. Hand over their baby, and we all live.
I will not sacrifice my child for this world. But I will not sacrifice this world for my child. We will face this together as a family.
That was probably the most powerful.
It was.
Yeah, that was probably the most powerful scene.
I have a question. Do you think those people were wrong? I know it's a little off topic. Do you think those people were wrong for trying to coerce her to do that?
You wanna answer that now?
Hey, sure.
All right, I mean,
I don't think so.
You don't think that they were wrong to ask? Oh, you know what? Let's go.
No.
All right, then we'll bring it in. So, do you think so? Sue Storm, we were going to ask about the fact that she's unrecognized. We were going to ask that: do women go unrecognized in hard times? I mean, she's Sue Storm. She's one of the most powerful people in all of Marvel, for God's sakes. But you want to ask even deeper: do you think that it was wrong for her to not give up her child?
For the world.
For the world.
For the world.
Oh, I thought you were asking about the kids. Like, not the kids, the people. The people saying.
Yeah, the people saying, like, do you feel like maybe they were just operating out of fear, or maybe maybe just deep down, genuinely, we're all selfish.
You ask your parents to give you up as a child. You go ask your mom when you're a baby to give you up, and tell me how you think she feels.
Now, I don't think it's right, but I can also see where they're coming from. You're thinking, oh my gosh, your child, you can
It's
always
more
have,
important than all of
than
us.
the whole world. I get it, but as you said, go ask your parent. Would they give up your thing? Right?
And then Sue Storm, she saves the world on a regular. Do you like? This is clearly an example of her emotions going unheard. How many women in Sue Storm's position, or even lower, feel unheard? But you guys take the floor.
On top of that, she can have invisible powers, right? Mm-hmm. But yet still be invisible in real life.
She literally goes unseen.
Unseen, visible to the world.
You guys, what do you
think? It wasn't until that point in the story that she was somehow able to get them to see, like, listen, it may seem like these are the only 2 choices, but we're going to figure out a third option. And I think to me, that was probably the most pivotal, emotional turning point of the film, that they were able to say, listen, we're in this together, and it ties into that piece of like family. Like, despite the fact we are stuck in between a hard rock and a place, we will figure something out, despite the fact that we don't have the answers right now.
And I do believe, to answer your question, right, that I do believe some women do go unseen and unheard. I do believe it. And I also believe that they can be the heart of a family and still be unseen and unheard.
Elaborate, go on.
So
no, go on, go.
So,
I'll let you go on.
You see this, like in this movie, she's definitely the glue. They couldn't have done a lot of the things without her, right? First one in the spaceship, making it invisible. Now she's going through contractions. She had to time it in between her contractions. Spoiler alert again, just in case. So she has to do that. Then on top of that, she has to give the emotional speech because her husband says, I don't know. So she has to come back later on. I don't want to say clean up, but it's kind of clean up though. She's kind of saying, listen, I know this is what y'all think we should do, but like my man Dajante said, let's think of a third option, and we're gonna do this together because we're a family. She tied us back in, so like made this little child the child of the universe.
Like some women do when their families are broken apart, they have to be the ones that hold everything together because, not trying to, make this about men versus women or anything, but sometimes families do fall apart and they're left with the pieces to try to bring everything back together.
I just think it's truly a testament to like give and take, because I think it just depends on a relationship dynamic. If you're gonna silence and mute someone, then are you really in a relationship? You have to understand that person is their own individual person. So while he may be the brains and all of that, that still may not be enough for the situation at hand, where she was able to be like, I'm gonna be able to fit this piece of the puzzle that you couldn't figure out. And that's what you have to do. You have to figure out where your strengths lie and understand that we complement each other.
And you could see her in a way encouraging him to be him, to figure this out. Because she made it clear that the son ain't really the option. Even though it becomes an option, but it wasn't the option.
And then to Mr. Fantastic defense, because I'm not going to sit up here and act like Mr. Fantastic didn't contribute a bunch.
He's
to
amazing.
He did.
Let's
He's the reason.
Let's be real. It's like all the plans really were his from the very beginning to the end. It's like,
and Johnny, don't sleep on Johnny.
We're going to give Johnny his
Johnny was a very pivotal, important part to this.
But continue, bro.
But it's like Mr. Fantastic does also deserve his credit. It's like, we can agree that Sue Storm is absolutely the heart of the movie. But I know you were saying that
he's the backbone.
Mr. Fantastic is the backbone.
Right. And go ahead, elaborate a little bit more, because we talked about it.
It's just to give him some credit, because we can absolutely see that Marvel is pushing Sue Storm to be, the new leader of the Fantastic Four, and that's great. And finally, give her some character development outside the comics. Fantastic. But,
no pun intended.
Why not? We're going to intend the puns. We're going to intend the puns.
Fantastic.
We're going to intend the puns. But at the same time, I don't want Mr. Fantastic's character to go unrecognized for the things that he does contribute and that he does go through. Johnny Storm as well. I was saying in the movie theater, and then we'll move on to the next question, Johnny Storm is not being recognized. He's usually a womanizer, and he's not being paid attention to.
And they consider him dumb sometimes.
But he's an astronaut. He's a smart person, and they finally show that, listen, even the people that you think may not have anything to contribute do. Yep. You got to give them the chance to be heard.
I think it's in a sense, is learning how to get out of ego and understand that each person is unique in their own right. And what he did was pivotal, because let's be honest, he was the final nail in the coffin. Had he not done that and connected with her on that level, it would have probably been over for them.
Right.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, it would have.
That final push, Sue didn't have nothing left in her.
Right.
She was like,
Dang,
spoiler alert, she was dead. She was like,
he went from woman loving to woman bashing, bro.
I'm not woman bashing. That's what the movie depicted. Get out of here, son.
I know you got one.
No. So when we talk about the backbone, right? We have to realize that the heart can't just do it by itself. You can have all the will in the world, but you might have to have a plan, like you were saying. The brain, but the backbone, like to hold things together, to move where it needs to move and adjust the way it needs to adjust. The mindset, all of these things have to play its
all
role.
components.
So yes, she went unseen, I believe, and as you guys will see, yes, she was invisible in a way, but you saw
She had her
heart
shining
and how she pushed, and you saw Richard giving his all. He was always thinking about the team, he's thinking about his kid, and he was thinking about the world at the same time. Those three things at the same time is hard for any man.
While you're fighting the God.
Continue, bro. I think you had a question.
No. Oh, yes, I definitely do. So what are your thoughts on masculinity and emotional regulation, right? 𝐟𝐸𝐫 hides his emotion to lead, right? Do you feel like men have to hide their pain and hold everything together? Cap or fact?
Before we answer,
go ahead.
Can we watch our last video to see a little bit more about Mr. Fantastic and what he goes through?
Reed Richards wanted to solve everything, so he found the only people who could help, himself. Across the multiverse, he built a council, infinite versions of himself. Together, they cured worlds, ended wars, solved problems no one else could. But they didn't just fix things, they made hard calls, like chaining up every version of Dr. Doom they found, not out of fear, but because in every world, Doom always became a threat. Some Reeds gave up their families, others let go of morality. One even wielded the Infinity Gauntlet like a lab tool, not for power, but because it was efficient. They weren't trying to conquer the multiverse, they were trying to fix it. But somewhere along the way, they forgot what made them human.
They forgot what made them human. They tried to be a better man, but they forgot to be human. Like your question with Reed Richards, it's like, I think that sometimes, like in this movie specifically, Reed is always seen as the person that has the answers. He's the smartest man in the Marvel Universe, and even they recognize that in the movie. But at the same time, I don't think that allows him to just be human and be fallible. You can see when he's like, I don't have an answer.
Well, that is the shining moment right then and there, where you see that he is at his most vulnerable, and he's like, I honestly, I'm dumbfounded. I don't have the answer at the moment, despite the fact he is the top brightest mind in the world at the time and moment. And in a sense, that is kind of humbling to see that is the human aspect of him.
So true. And men have to hide their emotions and feelings for the greater good sometimes, and that just shows that even this is a movie, a lot of men can relate to this because of the amount of times you gotta hide your emotions in order to lead properly. Like, nobody wanna give that speech. And he gave that speech. Like me, I was telling Wise, I'll be the first one to lie on. I wouldn't have been like.
Can I interject? I think.
Let me just finish my thought.
My bad.
No, you got it. You got it after this.
Yeah.
He went on the pulpit just to say, you know what? Yeah, we don't know how to kill him. And he asked for too much of a greater price. My child. What's up, bro?
I would interject to say
go ahead.
They did not have good, is it PR?
Yeah.
They did not have good PR at all. I'm like, as you would think, like, as a team who's taking care of the world, you would give them a PR team. Like,
but in their defense,
you gotta know how. Yeah, but there's certain.
Well, I'll lean with you. Yeah, I'll lean with you.
There's certain things you should not say, and it may not be the great response because, as you saw, what did it elicit? It elicited chaos. It elicited a lot of backlash against them.
That's a good point.
They could have saved and staved off a little bit of time for themselves had they worded a little bit more differently. Yeah. Not to say lie, but twist the truth a little bit, which is still lie. But twist it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? While you be like, all right, we're gonna figure something out. But listen, hey, I mean they gung-hoed it.
They made it work.
I love Johnny for backing him up. We will find it. Don't worry.
We'll find it. He was reassuring.
So, cap or fact, vulnerability is like how I say, it's a weakness, right? If you can't really show vulnerability as a leader.
I think that's cap. I think in you showing your vulnerability, you're showing the real aspect of yourself. I think too many times people put on a facade, people put on a mask, and they try to fake the funk, but it's like, you know when something is up. I think vulnerability is your true strength. It takes true strength to be vulnerable. It takes true strength to be like, you know what? I'm not gonna be like F all these girls and stuff like that. No girls no more. Like, it takes true strength to be like, yo, I was hurt, but I've learned my lesson and let me go about it a different way. I mean, I think there's real strength in that.
So let me ask this again.
Go ahead.
Cap or fact, vulnerability is a weakness in leadership.
That is cap too.
That's cap too?
I think that's cap too.
What about you?
Unfortunately, we've discussed this. I think it's a fact. I really wish it wasn't, but I mean, you watch it literally in the movie. The minute that they say, we don't know how to beat Galactus, chaos ensues. Let you go home and tell your family. They say, Daddy, what are we gonna eat for dinner? He's like, I don't know. Well, chaos will ensue.
I will give a pushback to say that they did still figure it out. And that I don't think that takes them away from being a great leader. They were still able to figure it out. Yeah, I just think there is a sense of closeness when you realize, like, listen, I'm fearful of this thing. Just because you're courageous doesn't mean you're not without fear.
Right.
I don't care who you are. Can you go out there and fight a 400-pound grizzly bear with your bare hands? Hugh Glassman did it. I bet you he was scared shitless out of his pants. I bet he shit his pants, and he survived it. He survived the grizzly bear attack. This is a true story.
Mystical said help the bear.
Good icebreaker.
But there's nothing wrong with being scared or afraid, or that is a natural thing, man or woman.
I think the problem, and we have talked about this, I believe.
I think there's strength and vulnerability. So
there is, but showing it also opens a can of worms where people will try to use, when you're a king or you're on top and there's chink in the armor, they will try to use that against you, whatever your vulnerability is. You know what I mean? I agree with you now. 100. Go ahead.
I agree with you too, but guess what? It doesn't matter. Even if you do show vulnerability, and there is a...
I'm going to jump in here real quick because I know that we're short for time, and I'm just going
that
to...
was so rude.
It happens. It happens. We're short for time, and I just want to say I do agree with you.
I see your side too.
And at the end of the day, unfortunately, not everybody's going to view it the way that you view it. Not everybody's going to acknowledge the strength that comes with being courageous. And for you, not everybody believes that just because you're vulnerable makes you weak. Some people can see the truth in that. And that's the reality. I'm only saying that because we're short on time.
No, but let me just ask one more question.
Go ahead.
All right, this is going to be off the fly. What do you think of this new Silver Surfer? The lady, like, she might be our new Silver Surfer. What do you think?
Look at you getting hard already, bro.
Yeah, she was kind of bad. Chill, bro.
This is
Dr. Umar would not approve.
This is a Peep This W.O.M XXX.
No. Do it. No. For these guys, for this guy.
No, for the ladies, of course.
I'm a virgin.
I thought it was fine.
I thought it was cool.
I thought, to be honest, this was probably the most accurate iteration. Don't you think so?
Nah, Norm Rad definitely got it.
Yeah.
Because
Norm Rad definitely got it.
Because in the other ones, there wasn't really a tie-in to Galactus. I mean, that is not the origin of Silver Surfer, right?
No, they're both the same origin. It's
Both
just
the same.
It's just in this one they use Shia, whatever. She's the wife of Norm Rad, and then they just use this one in this universe. That's all. I was fine with it. What I will say is that I'm happy that everybody that was BITCHing about the fact that Silver Surfer is going to be the woman version and all this other stuff. She barely has that much of a strong hold in the story. Let's be real.
She doesn't, but she makes an impact in the movie.
She does.
Just the facial expressions.
Yeah, she did.
Just the energy she brought forth. I was like, yo, like, this is a solid
and
character.
And it opens up a whole new world where they can bring back the Silver Surfer that we love, the guy, and bring her back as well.
We'll see them in
because they come
Doomsday.
from a whole world. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But let's end this on a good note, right? Would you say you would see it again?
We going tomorrow. What you mean?
All right, that's what I'm saying. What
right?
about you?
I'm down.
You coming?
I'm down.
It was that good.
I'm down.
You coming?
Hey, yo, come on. 3 times now, come on. The second time was enough.
Oh, so you only come twice. All right. So this is a perfect way to end.
Pause.
You better go watch Peep This W.O.M, but go see that movie, The Fantastic Breakdown from Fantastic Folks. Here, my name is Maciah. I'm here with Dajante and Wise. Now, you have no choice but to join us. Till next time.